Dear students, Assalamu alaikum. This is Afsana Begum. Welcome to your Islam and Moral Education class. Today we will go through lesson 5 and 6 from chapter 2 of your textbook. First, we will go through lesson 5, Tayammum. What is tayammum? Tayammum is the Islamic act of dry ritual purification using a piece of purified stone, soil, sand, or dust, which may be performed in place of ritual washing if no clean water is readily available or if one is suffering from moisture-induced skin inflammation or scaling. Now let us see what is written in our textbook about tayammum. Tayammum is an Arabic word. Its meaning is to make an intent or wish to do something. In Islamic terminology, performing maseh of the face, that is, wiping of the face, and both the hands up to the elbow with pure soil or anything pure like that. For example, stone, limestone, sand, etc. is called tayammum. Tayammum may be performed instead of both ablution and bathing. The allowance for attaining purity with the help of tayammum is a special favor given to the Ummate Muhammadi for attaining holiness. In some situations, water may be unavailable or use of water may be the cause of aggravating an ailment or even death. Under such circumstances, Allah has given the permission to acquire holiness by performing tayammum. In another word, we can say tayammum or dry ablution is a legal method to acquire ritual purification when water is missing or the worshipper is unable to use it. The farz of tayammum. There are three farz or compulsion of tayammum. To make a will or intent for acquiring purity. To perform maseh of the whole face with pure soil. To perform maseh of both the hands up to the elbow with pure soil. Rules for performing tayammum. Finding a piece of ground, soil, stone, sand, etc., which is free from impurity, first of all, utter Bismillahirrahmanirrahim after making the intent or will that you want to purify yourself from a state of impurity. Then extend the palms of the two hands a little bit and smear them with clean objects like soil, stone, limestone, or sand. Lift hands with palms downwards, ensuring that no dust remains, and perform maseh once wiping the face. Touch the clean object again with both the hands and perform the maseh up to the elbow of the hands. Thus, our tayammum is complete. Some important notes regarding tayammum. If there is anything like a watch or ring on the hand, that object has to be removed for making the maseh in the area beneath that. Tayammum replaces wudu or ghusl and enables a person to do any acts of worship that normally require wudu or ghusl. The reasons for which ablution is discontinued holds equally good for tayammum. The reasons for which bathing becomes wajib cause tayammum to be discontinued. As soon as water becomes available, the validity of tayammum is over. If tayammum is performed due to any disease, its validity is over as soon as one recovers from it. But if a person has prayed with tayammum and then water becomes available, his completed prayer is valid and not needed to be repeated. Now let us go through lesson 6, bath or ghusl. What is bath? Bathing is washing of the entire body in such a manner that there remains no dry spot. In our textbook, let us see what is written. Ghusl is an Arabic word. It means washing. According to the terminology of Islamic Sharia, washing of the whole body with water with the purpose of attaining purity and the satisfaction of Allah is called ghusl or bathing. The farz of bathing. Farz of bathing are 3 in number. Rinsing the mouth with gargling, reaching water up to the soft zone inside the nose, washing the whole body with water. Rules for bathing. First, both the hands will have to be washed properly up to the wrists after taking water in the right palm. Then, anything impure stuck up in any place of the body has to be cleaned. After that, ablution has to be performed properly. At the time of rinsing the mouth, water has to reach right into the throat and inside the nose. After performing the ablution, water has to be poured on head 3 times. Thereupon, the whole body has to be washed, pouring water first on the right shoulder and then on the left shoulder, so that no part of the body remains dry. Finally, the whole body must be wiped up with a piece of cloth or a towel, and dry clothes have to be put on. Thus, our bathing is completed. Thank you, dear students. Be blessed. Stay safe.